Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back on my channel. Today's video is going to be in collaboration with Maybelline. They asked me if I wanted to try their new color correcting kit, and I obviously was interested because I love trying these, because back in the day I feel like these color correcting kit were really dry, and I feel like they've been getting better and better, and I'm really excited to try it, especially now that my skin is oily, because I feel like they work even better for me right now. So I have the color light. It comes in 3 colors. There's light, medium, and dark, which is great because very often I feel like these kits come in like one universal color, so it's great that they actually have 3 different options. So I haven't used it yet, it's not open. I'm going to be testing it out for the first time with you, and we're going to be able to decide, is it a hit or is it a miss. I'm actually going to be following the instruction on the back so that way we can see if the instruction actually help. And I'm obviously not wearing any makeup right now, clearly, and I'm going to be applying the rest of my makeup and then wear it throughout the day so we can actually see if it ends up lasting on me. Okay, so now that we're up close and personal, you can see I definitely have some imperfection, I have some redness, some pimples. I have dark circles from the lack of sleep of midterms, so I need the help of the color correcting kit. So let's test it out. So this is what the palette looks like. You get the green to collect the redness, the yellow to brighten, then you get 2 colors to conceal, and then 2 colors to highlight. This one right here on the highlight section is definitely a little bit salmony color, so if you have a little bit more of a cool undertone, I feel like this one would actually be great to color correct your under eyes. I'm actually going to swatch the color right now because I haven't even tried it, I haven't even touched it, so I don't know how the formula. Ooh, it's actually really creamy. I feel like I've tried some that were like so like thick. Wow. Okay, I really like the formula. I hope it's going to blend nicely on my skin, but like I just swatched these 2, and as you can see, they're pigmented but not overly pigmented, so I'm going to be able to apply foundation on top, and I'm not going to like see the green through the foundation. So actually that's nice, I like it. Let me swatch the 2 concealer shade. You can see the first concealer is basically my skin tone, and then you have the other one that is a bit darker, so it's going to work whenever I get a little bit more color. And then the 2 highlighter. One is matte, a little bit more salmony, and this one has a little bit of sheen to it right here. This is actually really pretty as a highlighter. And like I said, this one is definitely more salmon, so if you have a lot of bluiness under your eyes, I would definitely recommend this one if you have light skin, which obviously this palette is for light skin, but you know what I mean. I'm going to start by applying some green everywhere that I have some redness and try to color correct the red. And then I'm just going to blend it out with my finger and see if it blends well. I actually like the formula. It's really not drying, and it blends nicely into my skin. You can see that it's correcting the color, but it's not still bright green. You know what? The yellow's to brighten, so I'm going to be using it wherever I would highlight. If you have a yellow undertone, I would actually recommend using this under your eyes too. But since I want to correct the bluiness, I think I'm actually going to use the highlight color under my eyes, since it's definitely more salmon. Anywhere you have darkness, I have some darkness around my mouth, which is pretty common, so just want to brighten that up a little bit. And then I'm going to go on top with the concealer everywhere where I had imperfections. So I've done step 1 and 2, and I have to say the form is so much better than I expected. I feel like I've been pretty unlucky with a lot of like drugstore concealing kit. I feel like these are sometimes too thick and too like drying. But this one really blends well and I really like it, but I need to apply the rest of my makeup just to see how it's going to perform under foundation and how well actually it's going to last throughout the day. But so far, even using my fingers, I'm actually liking it. So let's go and do the rest of my makeup. I'm going to zoom you in for a second so you can actually see how it looks like from up close, but you can't see it, like it's not thick on my skin and it's not still like bright green, so I can definitely see myself wearing this under my a BB cream, for example, and you won't be able to see it through it. I didn't go at full on like Instagram color correcting because I wanted to do it like a normal person would do on a daily basis. Obviously, if I start doing it pretty intense, you would probably see a more drastic change, but this is definitely like an easy everyday look. So like I said, I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup and then I'm gonna come back to apply the highlighter. Just before I do this, I wanted to zoom you in. So as you can see, it did color correct and conceal all of the imperfection. Even under my eyes, it actually doesn't look dry, which is great because I would never apply these type of concealers under my eyes. I'm always afraid they're gonna start emphasizing all the dryness or just any fine lines, but so far I'm comfortable with it. So I will be back in a second. So I applied the rest of my makeup and I wanted to update you and I wanted to be able to apply the highlighter on top. I applied the Maybelline Fit Me foundation on top. It is a light coverage, so you can definitely see through any pimples if I hadn't corrected them. So I'm going to zoom you in so we can actually see how it looks like. So as you can see, my skin looks pretty damn flawless. I'm actually impressed. I have been having a lot of breakouts and my dark circles were full force this morning and I feel like it looks really, really great. So to finish up the look, I'm going to be applying the highlighter. I'm curious to see how it's gonna look because it's a little shimmery and it looks really, really nice. That would actually make a great base for an eyeshadow too. Okay, let's see. Ooh, it's actually really nice. It's actually a really nice natural glow. You can definitely build it up to something pretty intense too. Oops, little hair. So as you can see, really nice glow. Let's try a little bit on my nose. It's actually looking really nice. It can be built up to a pretty intense glow, but it's actually very natural also for a daily basis. There's definitely like a shimmer to it, but it's not like glittery or cakey or like frosty looking. I'm liking it so far. I'm actually impressed with the formula of these because like I said, I had like bad experiences in the past with like really thick drying formula, and this one is very smooth and thin, but it still does its job. I feel like even with just light coverage foundation, my imperfection ended up being covered really well. Now the question is, does it last? So I'm going to be wearing this makeup for the day and I'm going to be updating you at the end. So I've been wearing my makeup for almost 8 hours now and I wanted to update you because I am starting to feel a bit more early. I did reapply a little bit of powder throughout the day because I was on the go, but I wanted to zoom you in so we can see how actually the makeup kit lasted. So super up close and personal, but that way you can actually see the texture of my skin. Let me reduce a bit the lighting. You might be able to see even better. On my face, it's still looking great. I feel like the coverage is good considering that I had only used something which was light coverage. It really goes to show that the coverage is from the makeup kit and I don't see the redness peeking through. Everything seems to be covered. My only thing is under my eyes, I feel like it's starting to look a little bit dry. I do have dry under eyes. I didn't apply any eye cream this morning, so I'm gonna have to test it out, see if I can make it work by applying a bit of moisturizer on my eyes. Otherwise, I would say I could always use just the concealer on my face. Not every concealer that is good for your face is actually also going to work for under your eyes, so I'm not necessarily blaming the contour kit for this. But I'm impressed about how it performed on my face because you really can't see still the redness of my pimples. So overall, I think I'm actually going to give it a thumbs up, which I'm really surprised because usually contour concealer thing in palettes, I always found them so drying, but this one was so creamy, and the fact that it lasted all day, I'm impressed. It's just a little bit under my eyes that I'm gonna have to play with it. I'm gonna leave a comment updating you a little bit later in a few days just to let you know if I still feel the same about the concealer part for under my eyes, but the concealing and the correcting on my face, So that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have tried this color correcting kit, what you think of it. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.